Now we'll leave the other example of the form control to be discussed in the classroom. The classrooms that we have is the physical classroom or an online live classroom. We connect to our students and who have signed up with us, and we can discuss that during the classroom. Let's jump over to ng model options. A very interesting thing here that if you have an ng model, you can use ng model options, another directive that you have. Okay, details of these directives are available on the slides or also on the Angular's documentation. Now this is the CSS classes for forms which we discussed in the class. Okay, pristine, dirty, and all these things we can discuss. And the second one is binding of a form and a control state. That is the example ET which we will do in the class again. Now a very interesting thing is the ng model options. You can see that model options can be update on blur. Now update on is an option for ng model, and blur means like when you remove the focus of a particular input element, it is the status gets into blur. Now in that case we have the ng blur. So we take ahead. Let's go to the example now. So we have an ng option here with update on blur. So let me run this on our code out here. We will run it in our example window. Here. Open with the live server. So as I type in the username, okay, there's an error here because I have the JS folder. So let me remove that because my file is not, my JavaScript file is not in the JS folder, but it is right in my code. So I go ahead and I save it, and then I type the name. So only when I move the focus out from the first element, only in that case, the data is being updated, right? So that's what it means, update on blur. So I go ahead and enter something here. I have not used update on blur. So if I just copy this kind of expression here and I place it and I save it here, you see that I just type it, it doesn't show, unlike the earlier one. So but I move out of that, it shows. That is update on blur. Okay, there are some other options like ng model debounce, and this is very interesting. I will cover it right now. We'll just run it here. So I'm typing a name here, and you see as I type it doesn't appear immediately, but it takes some time and it comes up. So here it's called debounce in 500. That means after about half a second. So if I make it 2000, it is much more visible now. I refresh it. Now I type in something, it takes a couple of seconds and it shows up. That is the debounce. A detailed discussion on all the options will happen in our classroom. So if you have not subscribed, attend to our physical classroom or the live classroom from across the world and benefit as other students are also benefiting through the live classrooms. Or you can have a physical classroom as well. Thank you.